Hey, hello everyone. This is Celine from Its Simple Artisan Soaps. Today I'm going to be making sandalwood soap. Earlier I had a version of sandalwood and wild turmeric, but now I have wild turmeric soap, which is a soap on its own, and I have the sandalwood soap. So this will be the sandalwood soap. Uh, I'm not using essential oil. I'm using fragrance oil. I'm using Indian sandalwood from Nature's Garden. But I am using uh, sandalwood powder, and for my lye solution, for the water part of the lye solution, I used few I had I had red sandalwood chips. So I boiled few of the red sandalwood chips in water, and I used that water for my lye solution. So uh, I'll take you all to the making of uh, the soap, and we'll see what all I use in this. Okay. So this is the oils and the butters with kaolin clay. So what we have in this is 50 grams of sweet almond oil. We have 150 grams of castor oil. We have 200 grams of coconut oil. We have 150 grams of kokum butter. We have 200 grams of palm oil. We have 150 grams of shea butter and 100 grams of olive oil. So that's what is in this. Now you all can use any kinds of oils. It's just that before you all do that, you'll run your uh, recipe through a calculator, a soap calculator, so that you all know exactly how much you all need and things like that. If you all want me to make a video on how I use soap cal, let me know in the comments and I'll show you all how I use it. So that's the oils and butters, and there is 1 tablespoon of kaolin, white kaolin clay in this. Now this is my lye solution. Okay, so in this it is basically uh, 300 grams of, this is the lye solution. In this it is 300 grams of the red sandalwood tea with 140 grams of sodium of lye, and I have half a teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of sugar, and 10 grams of citric acid. So that's what is in the lye solution. This is my fragrance oil, and I have put the sandalwood powder in this. So there's a sandalwood powder. So there's 1 tablespoon of sandalwood powder in this. And this is the fragrance I'm using today. No more oils, butters, and my lye solution and everything is at room temperature. Let's mix in the lye solution. For one reason it is curdling from down, so I kept the blender away. I'm trying to do it with my hand. I'll use the blender again once I mix in this fragrance oil and sandalwood solution. Now just so that you'll, for your info, if you all haven't subscribed to the channel, please do subscribe. If you like this video, hit the like button, and if you think this will be helpful for anyone, please do share it. And I'll be making some candles. I normally make cocoa apricot candles, but I don't make them in the summers. I normally make them only in the cooler months. So I'm planning on making some. Let me know if you'd like to see how I make them, and I'll put up a video for that too. Let me just go in with the blender once. Don't mind, in between you'll hear some dogs barking because I have two of them. One is 3-year-old and the other is still a puppy. She is going to be a year old in October. So yeah, if you hear some barks, please, I'm sorry, but they like to play. The curdling is kind of gone now, I don't have it anymore, so hoping it will be okay. I'm not sure why the curdling happened. I don't think it's a problem anymore. I mean, you can use essential oil if you like, but just makes it very expensive, and I feel that essential oils don't stick. I've tried essential oils, but unfortunately, every time I tried it, it I mean I tried to do everything like anchoring it with kaolin clay and all the stuff, but it somehow just didn't, stick, and it just makes it more expensive. So fragrance doesn't stick, and the soap becomes expensive. It's not even worth the fun. So that's the soap, sprayed with 99% without any alcohol, and I'll get you back when it's ready to cut. Okay, so the soap has been unmolded. I cut uh, end piece, so that's what it is. The fragrance is something that I like. It's earthy, wooden, a wood kind of a fragrance. It's not very overpowering. It's pretty nice, and you know. So this cut is basic. I mean, I unmolded this after almost I think 48 hours. So it's pretty uh, late actually. I unmolded a single one that I had put in a single mold. I was very impatient, so this was before 24 hours, and this is unmolded after 48 hours. The little barks that you hear is my younger dog. So let me cut everything and then I'll get yours back, okay? So we've cut all the bars. Show you what the lather is like. I mean, see, the thing is that, these soaps are pretty uh, new. So the lather would increase after the cure. But I can show you an approximate of what you can expect of the lather from these soaps. So the lather for this is, going to be really way more than what it is right now once it cures completely. This is just like 48 hours. So that's so that's about it for this video. The next one I'm planning on making is the hibiscus conditioner bar. I used the hibiscus cold process shampoo bar on my hair today, uh, and it feels really nice. I've not combed my hair, so that's why and it's still wet, but it's a nice feel, gives a good shine. So I will be making the conditioner bar because the shampoo bar has cured. So now I can use that. I can sell that at the farmers market and put it on my website. So I will make the conditioner bar to go with it. Uh, so that's about it. And for my face, I've been using the the rice soap. So I used the tomato face pack, and then I used the rice soap. Uh, so I am seeing how these things work on my skin. So hopefully, if you all see any changes and you all think, do let me know. So that's about it, and see you all soon in the next one. Bye.